Hello everyone, welcome to Afzara 24/7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar and I am with you with the area of AFM. Okay everyone, what are we going to deal with today? We were doing the banking companies, so I'm continuing with the topic of banking companies further. Okay, so please share the session, like the session, as well as subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. Okay, here comes the first question everyone. As I told you, this particular chapter is as such based upon the various schedules. There had been questions time and again from the book in the area of the schedules altogether. Even the IRBF book, they've given it. So let's continue further. What is the bill? What is done when a bill is realized or returned? Matlab, there's something which has happened with that bill. Normally it isn't due. On a due basis, it is not done yet. At that point of time, you're holding it. But once the decision is made, then what do the banks do? Its original entry is marked off the register. It is entered again in the register. Its details are transferred to the general ledger, or last, a new entry is made in the cash book. What's the answer? The answer to this question is its original entry is the register is marked off. What you'll do is whatever is written in the books, you will basically mark it off. You will remove it. Okay? Next point. What mechanism is used for settling frequent transactions among the branches of the bank? General ledger, then is cash transfers, inter-office accounts, or the profit and loss ledger entries. What's gonna be the answer? Okay. When we talk about the mechanism for frequent transaction settling, is it done on general ledger, cash transfers, inter-office accounts, or profit and loss account? We're talking about frequent settling between two branches, na? So it is between inter-office accounts. Because we're gonna note it down in our books of accounts, na? So when we are looking forward to this area, then we'll have to stop and find it out. Done? Chaliye. Now comes the next question. Balance with banks and money at call and short notice is known under which schedule of the balance sheet? Schedule 13, 7, 6 or 10? Everyone? Balance with the bank and money at call is under which schedule? Balance with the banks, achha, we are talking about the money that we have given to other banks, है ना? And at the same time money at call and short notice, we have given the money to them. So in this case, is this an asset or a liability? You must have to decide. You have to decide that part first. Is this a liability or an asset? If it's an asset, then under what schedule? The schedule number is 7. Okay. Under this, they give the entire details. If we have given any money to any other bank, so we'll specify it. If there's any money at call means the money that we are asking the people to pay within a time tenure of maybe 2 days, 3 days, and overnight money is actually that. Then short notice is maximum for 14 days. So that means all these things are given na. Okay, whenever you want to give money to someone, how are we dealing with that? So in this case, the answer was Schedule 7. Fixed assets is shown under which schedule of the balance sheet, everyone? Fixed assets are basically the assets which are used in the business for a long term, right? This is used in the business for a long term. So when you use something for a long term, how do you record it in the books of accounts? These fixed assets are basically the assets which helps us to earn more money. So it is schedule number 13, schedule number 7, 6 or 10. What's going to be the answer? 13, 7, 6 and 10. When we talk about the fixed assets, now fixed assets can also be defined as property, plant and equipment. The things which are required in the business on a long term basis, not on short term. So that means this is basically covered under the area of assets. And 10 and 13 after this na 13, 14 is basically the area of P&L. 1 to 10, 1 to 11 actually is in the balance sheet. 12th is footnote and 13 onwards is profit and loss account. So now you know what is the breakup between all these particular schedules, right? So answer accordingly. Fixed assets is shown under which schedule of the balance sheet? It is shown under schedule 10, everyone. What's going to be the answer? Chali, let's look at it. That is schedule number 10. Done now. Contingent liabilities is shown under which schedule? Contingent liabilities are basically those liabilities where we say ki, we are supposed to pay to someone, hai na? So when we are supposed to pay to someone, but that is not certain yet. This happens. Sometimes we are supposed to pay, but it is not decided yet that we have to pay. That is covered under contingent liabilities. Okay, then contingent liabilities are actually those liabilities which we are certain to pay. We might have to pay in future, but we haven't paid it yet. Hai na? That is why we'll be covering it up here. So what is the answer to it? Schedule 13 as a wrote as a under schedule 10, 6 or 12. We just studied 1 to 11 is in balance sheet. Contingent liabilities is actually uncertain in nature. We don't know whether we have to pay or not. That is why it is covered under schedule 12. And that too as a footnote. It is not a part of a balance sheet, everyone. Not part of balance sheet total. It is not even a part of the balance sheet totaling. It is shown separately. Done? चलिए, let's look at the next point. Which type of banking facility allows the customer to borrow money up to a certain amount limit against the security of commodities in terms of hypothecated or pledged with the bank commodities? The commodities are given to the banker, so that is what people can decide whether they want it or not. है ना? So what's going to be the answer? Overdrafts is you can basically take out more money, है ना? That's number one. Then the next one can be loans. Next one is cash credits. Last is demand loans. What's going to be the answer? The answer is cash credits. This is available against stock as well as debtors. Okay? So the more you have, the more will be noted. चलिए, now let's look at the next question. In which facility does the borrower have the flexibility to draw the money and when required pay the interest only on the amount actually drawn? So this is what we have just talked about. If I have a loan, if I have an account with the bank and I have a business, then I can overdraw. Matlab, if I have 10,000 rupees in my bank, I can withdraw 12. Then I will have to pay money only on that 2,000 more. Yeah? That's the part that we'll be noting. Done? So in this case, the answer to this question would be overdraft. How should advances in India be classified further according to the provided information? Advances in India on sectoral basis based on the amount of interest accrued, then according to the borrower's credit rating or according to the duration of the loan. Advances in India can be based upon sectoral basis. Different sectors based is the one which they choose. Done. Now let's move on to the next question. Under which category would interest accrued but not due on investments and advances be classified in the financial statements of a bank? Interest accrued, tax paid in advance, stationery and stamps, or non-banking assets acquired in satisfaction of claims. Would interest accrued but not due. Basically, the interest is accrued, but this is not due yet. It is not to be paid yet. Where will you put it, everyone? Basic, easy question. This is going to be counted interest accrued. It is given there in the only. You know? Then what would be the answer, everyone? Everyone, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. And if you're looking forward to more classes, and keep an eye, we are coming up with more and more sessions every single day, and all these sessions are created for you just for the examination purpose. That means everything is as per the exam. If you are planning to look forward to the classes now, then what you can do is check out our mock test. I'll be discussing the exam readiness test today at 8 p.m. So kindly be there. Okay? Next question, everyone. What would be the what would be included under the acceptances, endorsements, and other obligations in the schedule for contingent liabilities? Letter of credit and bills accepted, or claims or liability on account of forward exchange, or liabilities on part paid investments. Okay. What would be included under acceptances, endorsements, and other obligations? See, when we say under the area of obligations and in the schedule of contingent liabilities, contingent other things which we do not know about. There's no surety. Letter of credit and bill accepted by the bank on the behalf of customer. Claims against the bank not acknowledged as debt. Liability on account of outstanding forward exchange contracts, or liability on partly paid investments. Acceptances means when we are actually saying कि ठीक है ना, we'll be paying you in future. Endorsements means we have taken someone else's money, and someone gave us or settled an account to us. Now we are going to suppose we are going to get the money from someone else. So bill receivable from someone else, given to someone else. Maybe if the person pays us, it's good, but if it doesn't, then it will come back to us. So letter of credit and bills are accepted by the bank on behalf of the customers is the one which is contingent in nature. You never know at what point of time you might have to pay for it. Done. Chali. So let's look at the next question as well. Which accounting entry is typically made by the bankers upon collecting a bills of exchange? That is cash account, debit to cash customer account to cash, commission to customer, or cash to commission to customer. When you collect the bills of exchange, but this is on behalf of the customer, this is not your thing, na? This belongs to that customer only. That means you are not liable to pay for it. In this case, can I say that this is cash to customer to commission? We will receive our cash. We will receive, the customer account is now gone. And also we have received commission. This is our income now. And this is the account in which the amount is received. Right? Chali. Now that's it for the day, everyone. Thank you so much for being there. But before I end my session, there's one important area. Our crash courses are live, everyone. If you're planning to purchase it, then hurry up and get it right away. For that, what you need to do is go on to our website, that is www.adda247.com, and get it done. You will find it in the JAIIB May 2024 area. You just need to use the code Y541 and you'll get it at 77% discount. So do not let this good opportunity slip away from your hand, and I hope we'll be meeting in the next sessions further as well. Thank you so much for being there, everyone. Bye bye and take care. And please be there in the